Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Lucamus Prime here, and welcome to a special review today, guys, where today I'm going to be reviewing not a movie of a franchise I'm currently reviewing, but this time for a movie made by a fan of a franchise. And this fan film, guys, is actually an animated fan film made by one of my very dear friends and one of my frequent collaborators, and I collaborate a lot with him. And in case you guys are wondering, my very good friend who made this is, of course, the legendary one and only Operancisis, or Alexander, we want to call him. And this fan film of his that I'm going to be reviewing is for none other than General Grievous, an animated fan film. And yeah, which was actually released quite recently, guys, on the 1st of March of this year. And it is time to review it, so yeah. Now, so a quick synopsis of what this movie is about, guys. So, in one of his first ever missions as Separatist General, Grievous is sent on a dangerous journey to prove his worth. Along his journey, the evil cyborg encounters countless obstacles which he must overcome through his savage nature, invocation of fear into his enemies, and elements of surprise. Witness as he faces great challenges, fights a clan of mystical monks, and reveals how far he's willing to go for his hatred of the Jedi Order. So yeah, and that's already a very exciting synopsis right there, guys. And yeah, it definitely, in my opinion, gets me really looking forward to watching this. And yeah, so when it came out, I watched it with him, watching it with me, did like a little bit of a watch party, and it was definitely a really great experience to watch. It was really fun. And definitely really worth the wait, because he spent a very long time making this film, guys. So we've got to definitely give him high praise for that, because he spent a really, really long time working on it and also getting voice actors to record for him as well. He got a very great cast of actors. And yeah. So on to what I think is great about the movie, guys. So I literally have no problem at all with this movie, because I love this movie. One of the best fan films I've seen. One of the best movies on YouTube made by a fan of a franchise. And yeah, So let's talk about the voice cast first, guys. So I think it's suitable, guys, that we start talking about the cast by talking about the man himself, Alexander. Because in this fan film, he voices many characters. So, for instance, he of course voices the title character, General Grievous. And I gotta say, he does a very great job doing the voice of Grievous, guys. And in my opinion, he does a spot-on impression of Matthew Wood's voice. And it's very, very close to him, in my opinion. And I've already said as well in, many of my previous reactions to his content, and also saying in like a passing mention, that he's actually my second favourite voice actor for Grievous after Matthew Wood himself, because in my opinion, he does an amazing impression of him. I've also got to give high praise to the crew members who helped him edit the voice modulation. For example, one of my very good friends, Mr. Yorkson, Dendance Toss, he helped as well. And so did voice actor Wyatt Henry, because he's also an editor himself. And also another one of my very good friends and collaborator, Jimmy Barlog, also known as X-Blaze. So yeah. In addition to playing Grievous, and I did a great job playing him, Alexander also voiced the character of Count Dooku. And yeah, and I gotta say that I do really admire how he did it. He was doing an impression of Sir Christopher Lee's voice. And yeah, because when it comes to Star Wars, guys, I always put the live action performances to the highest standards for the characters introduced in live action. I always would prefer the live action stars over any other voices, really, to be honest. And I'm really glad that Alexander stood by this as well, because he also, like myself, puts the live action performances to high standards for characters introduced in the movies. So yeah. And in my opinion, he did a great job playing Count Dooku, and he's done the impression of Dooku for many years, guys. And in my opinion, he's definitely at his best in this fan film, because he did a very great job playing Dooku. Really great job. In addition, guys, he also played Darth Sidious, and in my opinion, he does a great impression of Palpatine, because as a fun fact, guys, Ian McDavid is his favourite actor of all time. So he likes to ensure that he stays as favourable to Palpatine as possible by doing an impression of Ian. And I really love how he did the same mannerisms as that Ian used, and did a very good job in the role. Did a really great job. In addition, he also provided a voice of the clone troopers, guys, as well. And I like how he also stayed faithful to movies by doing an impression of Tamar Morrison as well. And I definitely like it, because in my opinion, he's the true portrayal of the clones for me. And he also as well provided voices of several droids, for example, the battle droid and tactical droid. And I definitely do admire the effects you use for characters, Alexander. You definitely did a great job there. So that's Alexander's characters, guys. I also, as well, like the addition of Daniel Aliyev as Mace Windu. And yeah, I gotta say that he also did a very good job trying to sound like Samuel L. Jackson in terms of mannerisms and personality as Mace Windu. Did a very good job. And I think he's got potential to actually be an official voice of Mace Windu one day in the future. I really hope he does have opportunity. I also, as well, like the addition of Craven Morehouse as the voice of Master Yoda himself. I definitely think he's a great choice for Master Yoda because I think he can do a very good impression of Frank Oz. It's also really awesome that you got him in this, considering that he is one of the voice actors for Aeronauts, which is a really big YouTube channel. It's really awesome that you got him in this, and yeah. Because he does a very good job as Yoda. Definitely, in my opinion, a great contender to people like, like Tom Kane, for example, yeah. Definitely a great contender to voice actors for Yoda. Although, of course, in my opinion, Frank Oz would never ever be taught as Yoda. No one. I also, as well, like the addition of Leo Aliyev as Cady Mundy as well. He did a very good impression, in my opinion, of Silas Carson. Very impressive impression, in my opinion. I also like the addition of Julius Alvaro as Obi-Wan Kenobi. And, in my opinion, he does a flawless and spot-on impression of Ewan McGregor. Brilliant impression of Ewan McGregor, in my opinion. And I dare say it, guys, I think he's better than James Arnold Taylor as Obi-Wan. I will say that, yeah, confidently. He also got Wyatt Henry himself as a voice of Ara Ing Udon. And also Jacob M. Keane as a voice of Nesnig Egrod. Did a very good job in that role, in my opinion. And also Ryan Pratt as Sungam. And Gregory Beach as an Aqualish bartender. Leo as a Proco droid. And what's also cool is Alexander even was faithful to, other canons of Star Wars by also including characters introduced in non-canon stuff. For example, I love how he brought in Dirge, because Dirge, in my opinion, is one of the best parts of the 2003 Clone Wars show by Genndy Tartakovsky. The underrated character, and I'm so glad you brought him back into the spotlight by having him appear in this movie. And Jacob Keane did a very good job playing Dirge, in my opinion. Really great job. And he also, of course, voiced EVA-4D as well. And other cast members also include David Cook as the mysterious voice in the movie. If you've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. And Ken Murdoch as the Shelkovix clan warrior. Chris Muffer as Evan Peel as well. And also, guys, as well, I also want to also say as well that it was also a really great honour for me to be in the cast of this, because for those of you who don't know, I'm actually in the cast as the mysterious character called Wish Barakak. And Wish was definitely really fun to voice, guys, and I had a really great time voicing the character for Alexander. We had a very good time recording, and he directed me. And as a fun fact, guys, he directed me to do an impression of Steppenwolf for this character of Wish Barakak, and yeah, and he thought I did a very good job playing it, and I'm very satisfied that I was able to meet his direction and the way he wanted it, and yeah, I had a really fun time playing Wish. Now, you guys are also probably wondering, why am I billed third in the cast after Alexander, and also, I think it's Daniel, I believe, yeah, because Mace Windu, of course, plays a big role in the story, after Alexander, of course, as Grievous. Yeah, so I'm third billed after Alexander and Daniel, and the reason why is because even though my character Wish only appears in one scene, it's a very small but very important role to a story. And you guys will know why if you watch a movie, so yeah. And I think it's a very good notion for me to be third billed, considering that my role is very important in the story, yeah. Because I believe when it comes to billings in the cast, you should definitely bill them based on the importance of the character, really. And yeah. Sometimes, screen time can be necessary when it comes to billing, but I think importance of the character to a story is definitely for consideration when it comes to billing them. And yeah, and I definitely think he did the right thing billing me third, because I play an important role in the story as Wish. And other highlights of the movie, in my opinion, is definitely also the animation, because I think animation is really amazing for a fan film. It's absolutely brilliant, and the way you used photographs of the characters and the settings was absolutely brilliant, Alexander. I definitely really love that. And also sound effects as well that you added were also top notch as well. Very good. I even as well love how you compose your own music for this as well. It was very well composed, in my opinion. You also, of course, used John Williams' music and other music by other composers as well, I believe. And yeah, which was definitely really great to listen to. The visual effects you included were definitely really great as well, in my opinion. Really well done. And your writing was also really good, and in my opinion, you stayed really faithful to a lore of Star Wars and Star Wars canon, and you did it really well. And the fact you included characters who aren't in the canon universe was definitely really great, considering that they're of course not in the current canon. But what you added them like Dirge was actually really brilliant, in my opinion, a very great move. So, when it comes to music, you included music by, of course, John Williams and also Kevin Kiner, David Glenn Russell, James L. Venable, Paul Dinlater, and Jacob A. Cadmus. Definitely great choice for music, especially John Williams, of course, because he's my favourite composer of all time. And so yeah, guys, if you haven't already, I'd really recommend you guys go check out this movie. It's absolutely brilliant and definitely really worth a watch. And if you guys like General Grievous, then you should definitely go check this out. It's really amazing to watch if you like General Grievous. And it was definitely really, really fun to watch when I watched it with Alexander in the watch party. Definitely really great to watch. And the story is definitely really exciting as well. And definitely, and I also as well think it definitely does deserve a follow-up of some kind as well, absolutely, in the future. I definitely love that. And Alexander also told me he's actually open to ideas. So yeah, I really hope that he finds opportunity to make a sequel or like a follow-up in some form in the future, because it's definitely well deserved in my opinion. And it's just absolutely brilliant what you did, Alexander. Definitely really worth a long wait. And I think you've definitely got potential to be one day working for an official company like Lucasfilm, for example. I think you definitely deserve the opportunity to work for a really big company in the future. It's a very well-deserved opportunity as a director and like animator as well, because I know your dream is to be a director of a movie in the future. I definitely think you deserve the opportunity to be working for a big company as a director of a movie. Yeah, I'd really love it if you have the opportunity, because you definitely deserve it after doing this great movie. Definitely really worth the wait, because you spent a really long time making this. And yeah. So guys, if you guys are wondering what I'd score this movie out of 10, well guys, I'm going to give this fan film a flat out 10 out of 10. Because I really love this movie, guys. I literally have no problem with it at all, to be honest. I don't have any issues with it or nitpicks at all. That's being honest, because I love this fan film. It's absolutely brilliant. And yeah. If you haven't already, guys, please go check it out. So I'll have a link to a fan film in the description below for you guys to go check out for yourselves. And also, and when you're there, please also consider giving Alexander a subscription, because he definitely does being subscribed to, because he does really amazing content that you're not going to want to miss. Like, for example, he, of course, does presentation type of videos like voice comparisons, for example. And he also, as well, has a very popular video, which is comparing General Grievous with and without modulation, which is his most popular video. And he's also got other popular videos as well on there, which are definitely really worth checking out if you haven't already. They definitely do deserve it. So it's definitely really worth you checking out his channel, guys. So no drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. And also, please let me know in the comments what you guys think of his fan film if you've seen it, because I'm sure Alexander would love to hear feedback on the movie from you, absolutely, because he's very keen to hear your feedback as well. And also, as well, be sure to go subscribe to the channel. Like I said, the link to his channel will be in the description below. And I'll also as well link his website in the description, so you guys can go check out his website, because he promotes his channel on there and also his projects and stuff like that. And he's also got exclusive content on my channel, which should definitely be worth you checking out. And also, as well, I'll be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe for more videos coming in the future. If you'd like to be a member, you can press join in the description. And may the force be with you always.